So welcome to the stream. If you're watching on YouTube right now, you might be a little bit confused, being like, why is the series coming out a week after the last episode? You know, that's a fair point. But we're kind of switching things up on YouTube for right now, or at least the way I'm making content. Which kind of, I think, been a little bit self-evident. We're going to be focusing a lot more on streaming stuff and bringing the VODs over to YouTube, just because I've been having a lot of fun recently making stream content. I do feel like I can actually produce way more content for YouTube through my live stream. So hopefully we'll see how it goes, right? But again, if you're watching this on YouTube, I do recommend you come over to the Twitch channel, watch things as they go live, or continue on with our Quam for the Storm campaign as Japan. So we're in 1934. And again, it's been about a week since I last Conan. Yeah, it's been about a week since we last played this at all. So I gotta remember exactly where we actually are. Okay, we'll research all this stuff. We're playing as Imperial Japan. We're gonna kind of go with the historic route, or at least what I think is the historic route. I might be slightly wrong. But we're going to be going, you know, anti-allies and probably anti-Soviet Union as the time goes on. Let's get artillery upgrade, because what I want to try to do is I want to win the war in China, because both campaigns we've had so far in Quam for the Storm, the Japanese AI has done horribly. I mean, they've done pretty well to begin with, but they usually end up just kind of getting through like a major slog where they can't get too much progress actually done. And also, I did check, eventually we will be able to train up more units. I don't know when it'll become available to us, but I did check the save files of the last campaigns and tag switch over to Japan. Eventually, we should be able to send ships to Mexico. Yes, this is Quam for the Storm. Refuse. I mean, I don't see a reason not to just send 25 convoys. It's not really a big deal. Stability, political power. More stability there. Do we need anything here as well? Max factory efficiency. You know, what's our stability? It's only at 43. Let's try to increase our stability as much as we possibly can. Let's stabilize society at the moment. We do have, I think, at least a couple of aircraft actually being produced, which is nice. Let's crank you up to be, let's say, 400. Deploy Great War bombers. Let's crank you up to be, you know, let's say 300. Seems good to me for now, at least. But I believe the war in China should begin in 37, so a little bit earlier than our previous campaigns that, of course, had to go until 1939 for the major war stacks to begin. That single decision managed to rope Mexico into the Gross Berry Sphere. Is that true? Can we actually get Mexico to join our faction? Mexico, do you really want to join with the Japanese? That seems strange, but okay. I mean, I won't say no. Japanese ships. We stabilize society. We'll take that as a win. And we'll probably go all the way down just towards stable government. So, you know, let's separate the role. I have no idea what that actually means, but get a little bit more political power out of that. Alright, now Conan has 50 points of influence. I feel like that's kind of fine for now. We want to probably save our political power to get more of these laws passed, more research and production, more military staff, all that good stuff. Because right now we have what? We have 50 men, 49 divisions. We're definitely going to need more in the future. Because again, I know the Mongol military government should rise up at some point. I don't know when exactly that's going to be. Because right now we can see the KMT don't have that many men actually on our border. You know, actually, you should be on this side of the river. Yeah, something like this, and you guys will be here. That seems like it's going to be slightly better for us. Okay, social uprising in Spain. That isn't really that big of a deal. Establishment of rest. So it's more stability. Again, I think we just want to get stability up as high as we possibly can. Like, being below 50 is actually causing us some penalties, which we don't want. And, like, the Spanish Civil War, I can't imagine it's going to make too much of a difference for what we're doing over here in East Asia. Like, the European affairs don't matter so much. Other than Germany getting strong enough to maybe beat the British, the French, that's kind of what we're looking for more than anything. Okay, let's go for better infantry equipment. Any better industry tech? Yes. Give me another 5% factory output. That seems really, really lovely. And then we'll upgrade our infantry weapons. And we will ignore these for now. Maybe we'll want them in the future, I don't know. Are we building convoys? We are. After that... No, build 2 of you. Let's build better submarines. Oh, we only have early submarine hulls. We don't have anything better than that? Okay, that's fine. Well, we'll put you at, you know, just infinite. Put you down to 5. Throw you towards the bottom of the list. Apparently your skull level, I don't really know what that means, but I'm going to give it a thumbs up anyways. Because I'm sure it'll be fine. So we do have some divisions ready to go for an attack into Fuzhou Creek. I think we just need to get a bunch of naval invasions to work in... Like, maybe also attack the Shandong Clique, like land troops here. I mean, I guess if the Nationalists win, they can maybe, distract France. But I mean, historically, Spain did not join the war. Like, right? They didn't get involved at all. So I'm not too sure if they'll get involved in, this campaign either. I would lean more towards that not happening, but I don't think I've seen a Nationalist win. I think both of our campaigns so far, we've had the Republicans win out. Okay, Japan Army 2.A. Okay, so apparently we're taking stability loss. I don't really know what that's doing because that event is not actually programmed properly. But I mean, we'll okay, we've gained you. Political power gain, research efficiency goes down. I mean, it's not the worst. Definitely could have a worse thing. So, you know, let's go for a stable government. Right now, authoritarian is in charge. They have 7% things here. And we have an election in February of 36. I don't know what's actually going to happen with that election. I would imagine that whoever has the most influence is going to win the election. And right now, it's the, it's like the fascist party, the Conan faction. We do have some researches. Anything, new in industry? At 0.4 years at a time is not a big deal. Just give me bigger caps and go for the construction speed. Because right now in construction, we have only 12 factories being utilized right now, which is really not a lot. We would like, you know, substantially more than that. But we'll kind of see how that goes in the future. You're getting cultural organizations, you're building a dam. Germany is just getting some contracts. But nothing like I think too crazy is going on. Not that I think anything too crazy can happen, at least in the moment. Okay, so we can go with political pack. Hey, you know what? Let's just deal with the leftists for now. Because I think you are a little bit more stability, a little bit more support, and political power gain. It's actually all pretty nice. More support for the Conans. You don't do anything, so we'll kind of get you last. More support for the Con faction. Maybe you can handle the bureaucrats as well. But I don't think that's going to make a big difference. So you're going to be playing like a lot of Japan today. Because we're playing this campaign, obviously. But after this, we're going to be playing a little bit of Total War Shogun 2. So it's a very Japan-heavy day. Let me just put it that way. Okay, so we've dealt with the leftist. Okay, you now are actually doing something, but you know, let's purge the leftists from the judiciary first. And then we'll deal with the universities. Assuming, I guess there's a little bit more stability, a little bit more support. We're at 59% now. You don't do anything. Bureaucratic control. How far can we actually get in here? I think we can get you done. But you require bureaucratic victories. So we can get these 3. Yes, we can get up to here. These focuses are kind of locked to us. And then we can get these 2. That's basically about it. After that, we'll kind of focus more, of course, on military affairs. Like right now, Conan, they're at 52. Anything we can do in Korea? Consciousness will raise up a little bit, but that's okay. We'll spend 20 political power on that. Anything we can do here? Ruralization, no. Apparently it's always false. We can't change any of this. At least not right now. Again, I'm assuming in the future we'll be able to. But unfortunately, we don't have that option at the moment. You are... You know, like 1 year ahead of time is actually not that bad. Actually, it's only 8 months as well. Yes, it's not really horrible. I think I'm fine just spending a little bit of extra time getting these military upgrades, getting the factory upgrades going. We can get a weapons research. 10% cheaper guns. You know what? That's actually pretty good. So we either have 10% cheaper guns or 10% cheaper guns. I guess we'll go for the Tokyo Army Arsenal. They both do the exact same thing, so I'm not going to fret about it too much. Okay, so let's remove the communists from schools. Naval production, you got a non-aggression pact with the Polish. I have a feeling that's not going to last too long. Because we're only, Japan's stability goes down. Less support for all the liberal parties. I'm assuming that's something like military is getting more influential in the government. Or something to that extent would make sense to me. But it doesn't really say. But apparently they have not finished the Japanese focus trees. That's okay. But yeah, we're about, you know, half a year away from the generic start date for Hearts of Iron 4. Okay, let's revise. We actually can't get you. Because you need new bureaucrats. Yes, actually, we only can get these 3 next. You're less support for the socialist, but I guess they have 6% control. It's not a ton, but it could maybe give us a little bit more power to do something else. I don't really know. But I don't think having, like, party popularity doesn't do too much. Like, it gives us a bonus here. But right now, we're actually not popular enough to gain any more political power. So it doesn't really matter right now. Germany's reintroduced conscription. We're not going to worry about that. In fact, we welcome it. Because it's going to weaken France and the British, which will hopefully allow us to kind of attack into here as much as we possibly can. The North China Buffer Strait strategy. The North China Buffer Strait strategy is part of Japan's maneuver to take over Northern China. Yeah, good luck. I'm ready for more wars, because I feel assassinate Hu Enpu by Johan. Just kill him. It's fine. If you can take over more land, I will take over more land. There's never going to be a reason I probably don't want more land. I mean, you are more stability, more war support. Game's paused. 100 political power. So you know what? Never mind. We actually cannot do this because we cannot lynch the Communist Party because we don't have enough bureaucrats. Actually, no, we can do this. We can still get down to... No, we're good. We're good. We can still get this as long as we encourage new bureaucrats. They get the bureaucrats, encourage new ones. We've successfully assassinated that dude. I'm sure China's not going to be happy about it, but who cares? They don't matter to me. We get the new bureaucrats, do the subdivision act. Yeah, then we can still get ideological correctness. We can lynch the Communist Party and then do the Japanese Red Scare. Give us a lot of political power that way. And hopefully use that to upgrade our military in some respect. So in about half a year from now, we will be having a new election. And we'll see who kind of comes out on top of that. I'm assuming it's going to be a military government. We demand Northern China area be demilitarized. Let's see if they actually agree to it. I mean, I'm assuming the AI probably will just accept. But I don't think they would want to go to war with us. Okay, they want to do a renegotiation. Apparently we have to accept. We have no choice. But it seems like maybe Japan's route's a little bit more historically railroaded. Okay, you've demilitarized around Beijing. I mean, my side, as you can see, is not demilitarized. Just theirs is. So I feel completely okay with our position. We still have a lot of political power. And with our political power, we'll probably upgrade conscription laws and military economy laws. once we actually can. We'll probably just save up our political power for that. I don't really know what else we'd really want to spend it on. I mean, I guess we can start doing this stuff as well. Okay, you're now at 52. You're going to be getting us another 7. Putting us up to 59. I mean, that seems pretty good. We still have 145 political power, which is nice. You actually give us another plus 15. You'll get us up to 60. I mean, you're for, like, getting the economy back on track. Which, I mean, it makes sense. Okay. Far right fascist goes up. More stability, more war support. We love to see it. That's what we want for Japan in this campaign. I guess let's purge you. Ooh, organization and supply consumption? I will definitely take it. Yeah, we're fading democracy, and I would not mind smothering it under a pillow. Just kind of kill democracy 100%. Can I train more units? The answer is still no. Looks like Manchuria also can't train up more units. There are a lot of Soviet troops on the border, but I don't think the Soviet Union can actually do anything against us. At least not right now. I might be wrong, though. They might be able to do, No, they can't, right? They get their expansion ideas in 38. The AI, I guess, could theoretically rush their way down that tree to attack us, but I don't... The AI usually doesn't focus on, focuses too much, right? They don't really, beeline towards anything in particular. So I'm not worried about Soviet Union. Once they go to war with Germany, we might want to attack them. Like attacking the Soviet Union while they're still at war with Germany, I think actually makes maybe a little bit more sense than just attacking the Dutch East Indies, Australia, and the British colonies. But we'll kind of have to, you know, wait and see how everything kind of, you know, ebb and flows as we continue on here. And you'll be ready very, very soon. Put this here. And you'll be done in about a week. We've removed this national focus of you. So we actually get more stability, more war support from doing this. Which, I mean, it seems good to me. It seems good to me. We've done the Red Scare. Ideological correctness. Italy and Ethiopia are at war. I doubt Ethiopia will be able to win. Not aggression pact. We can't even send the volunteers anymore. The Tada speech. Apparently, China's not going to like this. Number 1. Our military's fair and impartial policy is fundamentally about rescuing the Chinese people in Hebei and promoting its welfare. This policy will be carried out through all of the time. Through all the time? To destroy corruption and injustice, you must exercise legitimate power, relying on the capabilities of the people of Hebei, gradually brightening Hebei in what forms for the basis for monotonous coexistence. However, it is inevitable that using the force to exclude Kuomintang and Shang administration from Hebei, because KMT and Shang administration are trying to block this. Again, whoever wrote this definitely does not speak English. Or not speak English, but they don't speak English as a first language. 2-1. Based on these basic positions, our military expresses 3 attitudes towards Hebei. Thoroughly expel anti-Japanese elements from Hebei. Independence of the Hebei economic zone. To rescue the people of Hebei, the finances of Hebei must be removed from the jurisdiction of the Nanjing government. 4. Prevent communization through military collaboration of 5 provinces of Hebei. And to end this, the political body of Hebei must be renovated and established. To sum up, the government must provide guidance on maneuvering the organization. Okay, again, like it's actually like really hard to read it. Where's Hebei? Because you're Shanghai. But Shanghai is not Hebei. Is it up towards the north? It's not you. It's probably not Beijing. This is... okay. Don't know what that did. I mean, we got these guys down here. We got the Chinese Soviet Republic. You're the Shout-on clique. I don't actually know where they're exactly talking about. Hello, QFabus. Welcome. It's 35. It's almost 1936. So you can go for another level of machine tools here. You are now completely finished. So we'll go for focusing more on our economic policy here. But yeah, like, war with China is, it's definitely quickly approaching. When was the Marco Polo Bridge incident? It was like March of 37, I believe. Because I'm assuming that is when we will attack. It was in July of 37. So I'm assuming we got about a year and a half until war with China actually breaks out in a major way here. Concentrated industry. I mean, you're a year ahead of time. Is there anything we can maybe get a little bit better? We can get better tanks? We actually don't even have Great War Doctrine researched. Let's get Human Wave Doctrine going. Let's at least try to focus on this stuff. Definitely, you can see that, we can see that, Japan was not 100% developed for the mod, which is unfortunate. Well, we need to get, these doctrines going as fast as possible. Once construction here is done, probably go for more fuel as well. Getting more fuel gain per oil. Do we have any natural fuel? 3. It's not a lot. Resource extraction +1 is not horrible. Let's go for the 1934 light tanks. Are we making any tanks right now? I actually don't believe so. No, okay, we do. We have actually 800 tanks in storage. We can't actually build anything with them yet. Human waves are the way of the future. You know, you're not wrong. Just sending waves of our own men, going the Zap Brannigan route, to me seems like a winning strategy. I mean, the human wave tactics, when you actually can't train any more units right now, could, to some, be seen as a strategic blunder. But not to me. I know what I'm doing. And I know the proper way to victory here. Let's go. Get my my Pepsi here. Okay, so we have Japan Internal 13.T. The Liberal Party has now changed its name. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't care about that, even a little bit. Okay, more war support. Let's go for the National Defense Fund. But I mean, I don't think we're going to run into the same problems that the AI has had in China. Nor are we going to run into the same problems that the real Japanese army did when they went into China. I think we should, Pepsi or Coke? I mean, it depends. I just buy whatever one's on sale. I would say I would lean more towards Coke. On average. On average, more Coke than a Pepsi. But I got the Pepsi Max. I don't drink the ones with sugar. I only drink the diet ones, which I know some people, you know, really don't like the diet sodas. I'm kind of, yeah, Ministry of Thought style. Yeah, let's establish Ministry of Thought in Korea. But I would say that, like, yeah, Coke usually would win out between the two. Okay, let's control major industries. Can actually use a lot of civilian factories. Anti-tank, anti-air weapons as well would not be a bad idea. I think it's like it's a 19. I mean, it allows us to build anti-air guns, so we might as well at least get the first level going. Are we missing anything? We're actually missing fighters. We're making 3.59 a week, making 5.74 bombers a week. I mean, our bombers are worse. We need 35,000 rifles. Let's put in the guns. Try to upgrade this as much as we possibly can. And then we'll unfortunately have to import steel from our puppet. Yeah, no, that actually makes a lot of sense. It's imported from our puppet. Actually, our rubber. Can we get any of these from our puppet as well? Because we're importing it from you. Put you down to 0 for a second. import it from our puppet state, and then we'll import the rest from... I mean, I guess Greece makes sense for now. Because, I mean, we're probably less likely to really deal with the Greeks in an actual conventional war. Okay, let's build up a few more military factories in the Heartland. In the afternoon of February 25th, 1936, the sky of Tokyo was dark and the city was covered in snow. Okada Keisuke was hosting a celebration of his party's victory in the election 5 days prior. At the same time, okay, Riken Masitio. Riken is the Liberal Party. Can't have the Liberals in charge. We need to go for the, of course, the military government. Okay, victory in the election 5 days prior. At the same time, at the party hosted by the U.S. Embassy, you could find Saito Makoto, Koda's predecessor, and Suzaki Kanotoro, trusted servant to the Emperor. The old Admiral Makoto, touched by the American film Naughty Maritia, went home satisfied without knowing what was going to happen to him in a few hours. Early the next day, Lieutenant Kirihara Yushide? I'm butchering every single one of these names, and I apologize. Realized that it was finally time to act. He and 6 other officers who decided to commit to dreaded Bokiju had already planned a coup a couple of months to destroy the power of the corrupt politicians in Zaibatsu to exploit the nation and the Emperor. Kirihara mobilized his platoon to attack and kill Okada Keisuke. At the same time, other troops were advancing to kill Saito Makoto and Suzaki Kantaro. At 5 a.m., soldiers knocked on the door of Okada's residence. Okada's secretary and son-in-law, Sokomizu Hitsune, and his brother-in-law, Mitsu Tenzo, entered the Prime Minister's residence to save Okada. However, the soldiers were already scouring the house to find a Prime Minister. So Okada and Masato fled into the bathroom. What should we do now? Asked Dakota. Stay here, answered the impatient Matsuo. Matsuo left the bathroom himself to recontour. A moment later, a gunshot heard and Matsuo fell to the ground as a corpse. The soldiers thought Matsuo was Okada, but they continued to search the house. Sakamizo was still looking for Okada, and the other soldiers continued to search for their targets. Okada's fate was the fate of the Empire itself. There was no time to lose. Okay, which was the historical route? Which one actually happened? I don't... The 225 incident, Japan. Okay, so who did they shoot this guy? That's kind of all I need to know. Was it attempted coup d'etat? The Righteous Army. So it was suppressed. Okay, so strength 14, 23,000. I just wanted to try to go... What's his name? Okada? Okada. It looks like they lost. They historically survived. Background preparation, uprisings. I can, you know, I'm just gonna just look at Okada. That's what I was gonna do. Okada. What's his other name? Okay, it's Okada. It's okay. He died in 1952. So I'm assuming he's going to survive. He met and he survived. Okay. At 8 a.m., the Righteous Army summoned military representatives from the Okada faction to the official residence of the Minister of War, which was occupied several hours ago. Military leaders, including General Masaki Jinzaburo and Major General Yatsumishima Tomoyuki, generally supported the uprising. Asaka also praised the Righteous Army and told them that success and the Showa restoration was just around the corner. At 9:30 a.m., military advisors manned Tokyo's Imperial Palace, and General Katsushima Yoshiyuki, the army minister, decided to accept Masaki's demands. Kawashima was an indecisive character. He was neither a Koeda or a Toisha. He only wanted to survive. Ironically, because of his lack of factional alliances, his indecisiveness is what allowed him to be appointed to this position. With a satisfied smile, Masaki shook hands with Kawashima. There was only one obstacle between the Rise of the Army and the Showa restoration. At the same time, Captain Ando Terizo was attacked by Prime Minister Okada, was meeting with Captain Hiroshio Kanji, the commander during the Manchurian incident and the most controversial figure in the military. Ishiwara, who looked through the Rise of the Army's manifesto, looked at Ando with his lights eye. Do you really think this coup will succeed? He asked. Yes, replied Ando in a voice of full confidence. Hiroshima laughed quietly. At the very moment, somewhere else, General Araki Saito was following the coup through his radio. They finally done it, thought Araki. However, he was not so surprised. It seemed as though a ray of light, either regret or resignation, shone through his eyes. Hikari closed his eyes tightly and pulled out a brush, as he just made up his mind. His hands danced on the white paper. You will answer me, General, Ando repeated. Hiroshima pulled himself together and opened his mouth with a snort. Similarly, Akira finished his letter with an unshakable expression on his face. So it did, yeah, this is not the historical path. The show, I mean, it's very strange, but we'll, the coup will fail, because again, that is what happened.